What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ronnie with RcBASSIN, baby. And listen, we just had some of our viewers out there in the RcBASSIN Nation ask a great question, looking for some tips and some locations on what baits to use, where to fish them for the pre-spawn. I can't think of a better way to sum it up than to talk about the top anglers and baits that they used in the 2022 Bassmaster Classic. Let's get it on. I think everyone knows by now that Jason Christie won the 2022 Bassmaster Classic with a crushing weight, man, of 54 pounds of bass. But the Classic this year played out in both ends of the water column on Lake Hartwell. A lot of anglers fished up shallow and some went out deep. And those that were fishing shallow really exploited the lake's many docks. I mean, that lake is covered with docks, and they really pounded those fish up shallow as they were spawning or moving up into the pre-spawn. Jason Christie hauled in a massive $300,000 for his win on Lake Hartwell, winning the Classic, and that totaled his winnings in BASS to about $1.6 million. Now, the champ, like the other top finishers, selected baits that were adaptable to both shallow water fishing and deep water fishing so that they could cover both the pre-spawn and the spawning patterns. Now let's talk about two of the baits that the champ used to win the Bassmaster Classic. The first bait that he used is a prototype Yum bait, and it's expected to be called the FF Sonar Minnow. Now Christie rigged this white version on a 3/16 ounce jig head. And then for flipping and pitching, the champ used a War Eagle Geojigsu jig with a Yum Craw chunk for a trailer. Now, Kyle Welcher finished second at the Bassmaster Classic with a weight of 53 pounds and 11 ounces, and actually 1 pound of weight was all that separated the top three finishers in the Classic. And Welcher targeted bass up in shallow water at Lake Hartwell. And for reaction strikes, he chose a Spro McStick 110 jerkbait. So the jerkbait was his choice, fishing shallow water up in the creeks off the main lake during the Bassmaster Classic. Stetson Blaylock finished third in the Classic with 53 pounds and 5 ounces. Stetson Blaylock's primary pattern was up in shallow water, although he also fished deep around the islands on Championship Sunday. And a wacky rigged worm was a key bait for Blaylock. Now, I'm going to tell you, in my experience bass fishing, the wacky rig works in all patterns, all times of the year, in all conditions, fishing all types of structure. In fourth place was Justin Hamner, finishing with 49 pounds and 7 ounces. Justin's choice was a Demiki rig and a drop shot. Those were the two top rigs for Justin. He made a Demiki rig with a 1/4 ounce Freedom Tackle jig head and a soft plastic swim bait. Pretty simple setup. And Hampton used a drop shot made with a number 2 Spear Point Performance hook with a 3/8 ounce Freedom Tackle tungsten worm weight. Two simple setups that really proved successful for Justin Hamner. Rounding out our top 5 anglers is Chris Johnston, finishing 5th with 49 pounds and 4 ounces. Chris Johnston targeted docks with a Nico rig. Johnston's Nico setup consisted of a Yamamoto Nico Fat Worm rigged on a number 2 Gamakatsu G-Finesse tournament grade Stinger Nico hook. Now listen, I hope you noticed a pattern in the top 5 anglers and the baits that they chose and that they depended on in the Classic this year. And the thing I loved about the Classic this year is that all of these setups are very simple, and you can repeat these same types of setups on your lakes, your home bodies of water, and nothing is overly complicated. So even the beginning bass fisherman can take these setups and learn how to fish the techniques associated with them and really get on the bass and bring them in. Now they're all very simple, again, as I said. And if you notice, the theme here is finesse baits or small swim baits. So in this time of year, in the month of March, as we're getting ready to move into the pre-spawn, and down in Lake Hartwell, some of those bass were actually already on the spawn. You can see that the water temperatures are warming up. The bass are staging in the deeper water close to the shallows where they'll move up to spawn. And so that's what you want to look for in the month of March when you're fishing the pre-spawn, is those deeper pockets of water that are close to the shallow flats where those bass can stage and feed as they prepare to move up into those flats and get ready for the spawn. Hey man, what a great way to kick off the 2022 season with the Bassmaster Classic. And congratulations to Jason Christie and all the anglers out there who qualified and fished in the Bassmaster Classic. It is great to see the Classic back on schedule, and it's great to kind of be out of that COVID period, maskless, and getting ready to get out on the water and do some great fishing this season. And I hope that this video brought you some value. If it did, please do me a favor, go down and hit the thumbs up and leave us some comments, and hope that you can see that there's some patterns here you can use in selecting your baits, the types of baits that you want to use and where to fish them at. All right, listen, as always, I really appreciate your time, taking that time out of your busy schedule to watch these videos. If you're not already a subscriber to the RC Bassin Nation, just go down below and hit that subscribe button. And then I'm going to leave a link up above to a fantastic giveaway that we're running in the month of March, and we're giving away a free bait caster reel. So all you have to do is hit that link, go over, take a look at that short video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, and you're eligible to win. And we're going to give that thing away during a live show here at the end of the month in March. All right, so listen, until we get to talk again, it's always a pleasure to bring you something here on RC Bassin Nation on the channel. Until we get to talk again, stay safe out on the water, tight lines, and you know the deal. Hook 'em up.